to a brand new video. We're doing NBA prize picks today. 5 plays that I liked tonight in Miami versus Boston. Huge game 5 in this series, tied 2-2 back in Miami. Ton of housekeeping notes really quickly. Do not know. Robert Williams currently questionable, but he did play in game 4. He played pretty well in game 4, actually. And then Marcus Smart is apparently feeling a little bit better, but is still questionable as well. So we don't know if either of those two are confirmed playing tonight. Obviously, I think Robert Williams probably going to play. I assume Marcus Smart is going to play, honestly, at the time of this video. But again, these things change. If Boston feels like they could win this game in Miami without Marcus Smart, he may sit out. So definitely going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But just keep that in mind that both those players are, at the time of this video, still questionable here. But I'm going to give 5 plays that I like in tonight's matchup, give my opinions on them. And then, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a gambling expert. This is just the plays that I'm looking at making. But currently, there is a promo going on PrizePicks. If you don't have a PrizePicks account, right? You haven't signed up for PrizePicks. You're not on PrizePicks yet. Click the link in my description below to sign up. And tonight, specifically tonight before Game 5, you will earn $1 for every point Tatum and Jimmy Butler score tonight. So take this in. If Jimmy Butler goes off for 25 and Jason Tatum goes off for 30, that's $55 that will go into your account on May 26th at noon. So all you got to do is click that link in the description below, and this will happen for you guys. Click link in the description below, sign up for PrizePicks, deposit before Game 5 tonight, and you will get $1 for every point Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler score tonight. I think it's a crazy deal. Haven't seen this type of deal ever on PrizePicks, even on underdog or any platform. Say Jimmy Butler and Tatum both go for 40. That'll be $80 to play with in your PrizePicks account on May 26th at noon. Those promo funds will be deposited. So make sure you guys are signed up for PrizePicks. Again, click the link in the description of this video to sign up. But let's get into it. 5 plays that I like. NBA game tonight, Boston, Miami. Let's go. So the first play that I like, honestly, is going to be block shots, and it's going to be Robert Williams, his over 1.5. Last 5 games, he smashed this, right? Green. Average the last 5, 2.4, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 2. He had 2 block shots in only, I think, 19 minutes last game. I mean, his block shots per game is very high. I think probably one of the highest in the league as far as block shots go. Pretty much all he needs to play is 20 minutes, 15 plus minutes, and he's going to get block shots, right? It's pretty much a lock. Going back even in Milwaukee series, he had 3, 2, and 3. He had over 2 blocks in every game he played in that series. So Robert Williams, to me, seems like an easy play here, over 1.5 block shots if he does play tonight. Again, we do not know if he's confirmed playing, still questionable. Looks like he's going to play, but I love his 1.5 block shots here. I think it's an easy play. The next one is going to be assists, and this is a play we've also been making. It's going to be Al Horford over 3. Marcus Smart may or not play as well. Al Horford, nonetheless, playing a ton of minutes. And at minimum, this has been a push his last 5 games. He had 3, 6, 3, 3, and 3. Al Horford, obviously a big man who can stretch the floor. And I think when a big man can stretch the floor, it definitely can also result in some assists. One extra kick, and Al Horford's going to have that assist, right? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown dribble drive, kick to Al Horford. Someone closes on Al Horford. He kicks to the corner. They make the shot. That's an assist. So a lot of opportunities for Al Horford to get assists in this offense. He's going to play a ton of minutes. I really like his over here. If at minimum, will be a push for us. Next one is going to be one that, this has been tough the last 2 games. Jimmy Butler, right? His line for points is 24.5. His lines for PRA is 35.5. And his fantasy score is 44. Right, so it's kind of pick which one you feel most comfortable with. You could see fantasy score he hasn't hit in his last 3 games. Points, rebounds, and assists he just hasn't hit in his last 2 games, but clearly smashed the 35 in his previous 3. And then points as well. For 24.5 being the line, 29, 41, 32, 8, 6, 8, and 6. I'll take the points, rebounds, and assists on this one. His over here, I think it's way too low for Jimmy. He's obviously was injured in game 3, didn't play well at all game 4. Back in Miami, a must win, absolute must win for Miami. Absolute must win. I think Boston could maybe afford the loss, and then this game will go 7 series if they go back to Boston for a game 6. But I think this is a must win for Miami. They can't go down 3-2 going back to Boston for a game 6. I think it's going to be tough for them to win there in a game 6. Boston has been playing well. I think Jimmy goes crazy tonight. Points, rebounds, and assists over 35.5. The next one is going to be fantasy score, and it's going to be Bam Adebayo, and I'm going to take his under. He had this one game where he went crazy, right? 66. But aside from that, I mean, he hasn't really come close to the 32 fantasy score. I think if Robert Williams and obviously Al Horford's going to play, but if Robert Williams plays as well, it's tough for Bam to really operate down there with those two bigs, especially those two bigs being huge defensive presences. Al Horford's a big dude and he's a defender. He's not like just a big guy who stretches the floor. Al Horford can defend the rim. And then obviously Robert Williams, one of the best shot blockers in the league. So Bam Adebayo, 32 fantasy score. You could also take his PRA here as well, at 25.5, right? Because I mean, fantasy score a little bit different because he could potentially get those blocks and stuff. But I just think Bam Adebayo fantasy score 32. He hasn't come close to this besides for this outlier 66 game. So I like the under here for Bam Adebayo fantasy score 32. And then the last play, I've kind of torn between the last play. I'm gonna end up going with Jaylen Brown over 6.5 rebounds. He's hit this in his last 5 games, 7, 9, 8, 10, and 8. So he's smashed this in his last 5 games. All games in this series, he's gone the over here, 6.5. Just getting a lot of opportunities for rebounds. Miami and Boston both, primarily jump shooting teams. So there's going to be a lot of rebounds on both sides, but I really like Jaylen Brown's over 6.5. I was torn also between the Jason Tatum 3.5 turnovers. I think is a strong play. Playing back in Miami, he's at 7, 7, and 6. 2 other games he hit 3, so I'll take more turnover to hit that over there. So he's close. This is a very close call here, 3.5. I like this play. I also like the Jaylen Brown under 2.5 turnovers. He's had 2, 2, 1, and 1 in all 4 games. He's only had 1 over 7 turnovers in that game 3 in Miami against Miami at home, which Boston Celtics did not play well at all. But you could go either of those 3. Jaylen Brown rebounds over, Jaylen Brown assists, turnovers under, or Jason Tatum turnovers over as well. So again, tough calls here. Those are my 5 plays here on PrizePicks tonight. Boston, Miami. Again, hit that link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. $1 for every point Tatum and Jimmy Bucket score tonight. Absolutely insane promo from PrizePicks. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these plays. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a like on this video, and as always, have a great day.